Hey, today I'm talking about the new DC movie, Blue Beetle. The basic premise is essentially Ant-Man, but set in Panama City, and it's okay. So this movie is interesting because there's a lot about it that I really liked, but there's also a lot about it that I really hated. Let's start with the positives. First off, the most obvious thing is it's a superhero movie not starring a bunch of white people. That's great. The main guy did a solid job. I liked the character of his sister. She was very my vibe. Reminded me a bit of Gert from The Runaways. The grandma was also pretty fun as like an old revolutionary type person. But one of my absolutely favorite things was there was a moment where the grandma was like, okay, we're sad, but now's not the time to cry. And I was like, I don't know if I like that. But then later she was like, okay, now let's cry. And then everyone in the family got together and just cried. And it was a very serious moment and a beautiful moment. That's amazing. Yes, please, more of this. But man, oh man, do I have lots of things to complain about. Firstly, the plot. It's insanely generic. It's basically just Ant-Man. And then like his powers are like Iron Man meets Green Lantern. His suit is so bad. It looks just like a ripoff of Iron Man. And I'm like, what are you doing? Susan Sarandon is just the most generic villain. Her henchman was so much more interesting at the end. He should have just been the villain and we should have known about his backstory the entire time and it would have been so much more interesting. Oh my god, the leading lady was atrocious. She could not act. She's a telenovela actor, which explains a lot, but the reason she was cast is because she has 45 million Instagram followers. Also, like the first 10 minutes of the movie was just straight up an ad for Panama. Like, just come visit Panama. And there were so many just like glory shots of how cool is Panama City? Look at us, we're really great. And I'm like, okay, that was a bit much. So like part of me wants this movie to do really well because non-white people are the main characters and it's important for Hollywood to learn that representation matters and we need more movies that aren't just white people. But I also don't want this movie to do well because it has the laziest, most nothing plot. Like you've seen this story countless times and it's just so unoriginal it almost hurts. And I don't want Hollywood to learn the lesson of just copy and paste the same superhero story even more times than we've already gotten. So yeah. Would I recommend it? No, I don't. Like it's okay, but like, man, it was a drudge to get through. And now for my ranking. I put this at number 42 in the liked category. And this is out of a total of 46 new movies so far this year.